This is a mock interview conducted by ForumPCS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I enter, sir?
Yeah, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
sir.
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Pushkal.
Yes, sir.
What's the meaning of your name?
So the term Pushkal stands for gold
Gold.
and complete. But sir, it has some religious connotation also. So it was the name of the eldest son of Honorable Bharat, who was the cousin of Lord Rama in the epic Ramayana.
He was the cousin or cousin brother? Cousin brother,
Yes,
right?
cousin.
Okay, fine. So you come from Firozabad.
Yes, sir.
So is it still Firozabad or is it now Ayodhya?
So it is still Firozabad.
Okay. So that's Faizabad, I think.
Yes, sir, Firozabad.
Which is near Ayodhya.
Yes.
Okay. Firozabad lies in, I believe, the western part of Uttar Pradesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's good. What is Firozabad famous for?
Sir, Firozabad is known for its glass work, and within that, sir, it is basically known for the Bengals. It is known as Suhag Nagri of our country.
So, Pushkal, if you have to identify some security challenges in Western Uttar Pradesh, what are some of the prominent issues?
Sir, one can be radicalization. Second can be inter-religious and inter-caste conflict. Third is the trafficking of drugs and human trafficking.
Okay. When you say inter-caste conflicts, it's in what context?
So it can be of many contexts, whether in terms of political issues, in terms of gaining some economical resources. So this has not been the widespread, but certainly, sir, there kind of some kind of misconception and misbelief. So that can be seen.
Okay. When it comes to the issue of honor killing,
Yes, sir.
okay, there has been a lot of awareness about the issue. Government has also interacted with various stakeholders, but at many times we see that the issue comes up. Instances of honor killing are always in news in some or the other region of the country. Okay, so what do you think what is the key element through which we can actually reduce the number of this incident?
So first of all is the awareness and education. Second, there should be the strict action against the culprits. So these are the things that we can do, and we should give the choices to the girl and boy that if they want to marry with each other, so they can do. And there should be no kind of war on that. And if by giving again and again all kinds of regulations, if some people are still violating these kind of norms, so sir, strict punishment should be the way forward.
You are an engineer.
Yes, sir.
You have done your mechanical engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
So, Pushkal, can you tell me what are some of the technological advancements that our CAPFs have been following when it comes to, let's say, operating in the border areas or in the forest regions? What are some of the technological advancements that they have been using?
Sir, they are using robots.
Robots?
Yes, sir. Sir, they are using robots on Indo-Pakistan border to detect the tunnels. They are using drones, basically the anti-drone technology in which we are working. Also, sir, artificial intelligence in so many terms. So these are some of the emerging technologies that they are using.
Can you give me an example of where artificial intelligence is being used?
Sir, again, that drones and robots, they are the examples of artificial intelligence.
Apart from that, when it comes to, let's say, surveillance or geo tracking? What about that?
Yes, sir. In surveillance, we are also using different kind of machines. For example, sir, we are also working on increasing number of satellites to detect the presence of infiltrators on western border. Also, we are working on these kind of technologies to find Naxals in the central part of our country.
Pushkal, can you tell me how many districts in India are affected by Naxalism right now?
So it is around 39 as of
39.
now. Yes, sir.
One of your hobbies is socializing. How do you practice this hobby?
Sir, it is one of my interests.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then how do you practice it?
Sir, whenever I visited some new places, so I want to interact with new people, want to know about them, want to know about culture, want to share food with them. So I like that activity, and that happened startingly from the case of LPU when I visited my college first time. So it was a kind of mini India. So students from so many parts of country had been there. So I interacted with them, and sir, I learned a lot of new things. So that is the thing that
Government of India has recently launched the 𝐼𝐴S scheme. Fine. So what do you think are the primary reasons for which the 𝐼𝐴S scheme has been launched?
So the reasons given is they want to decrease the average age of Jawans. Second, they want to reduce the expenditure that has been happening on the defense forces. So as of now, I can connect these two regions.
Okay. Thank you, Pushkal.
Thank you, sir.
Let's talk about listening to music as a hobby. What kind of music do you listen to, and what do you derive out of it?
Sir, I generally listen to the music of old Hindi industry. That was the songs of Honorable 𝐭𝐾𝐸, Lata ji, Samsad ji. So, and coming to the part of derivation, sir, I like to listen that music, and generally when I listen that music, so I feel calm, composed, and that is what.
Okay. And do you feel there is some sort of difference between the music that you hear and what is going on right now? What is the main characteristic difference?
Sir, coming to the musical part, sir, in the 1950s and 60s, the music is of slow frequency, but right now the frequency has been increased, in which we can not differentiate sometimes what they have been saying. Second, sir, coming to the part of lyrics. So in those years of 50s and 60s, we can easily understand the lyrics of the songs. But right now, sir, the music has been given more importance than the songs or the lyrics.
You've done mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what are the various components or the most important components of a self-driving car?
Self-driving car. So first of all, it should have a engine and all the body parts that is required.
What kind of engine?
So engine can be SI, can be CI. So SI stands for that spark ignition engine. And sir, then second part comes its connectivity with any kind of remote or any kind of machine in which we want to give some kind of algorithm to it. So these two things are the most important.
What are the various sensors you will put into it?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to recollect.
And you have done teaching also?
Yes, sir, I am doing teaching right now.
You are teaching right now. Where are you teaching?
So I am teaching in my hometown only.
To school kids?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which class?
Sir, class 10th.
Which subject?
Sir, science.
Science. Okay. Can you tell me what are the various measures which the government of India has taken regarding money laundering?
Sir, to contain the threat of money laundering, sir, we have that PMLA Act. Second, sir, we have the ED, that is a enforcement directorate, that is a body that directly work to contain the threat of money laundering. Second, sir, we have also signed a UN convention against.
PMLA comes under which ministry?
So it comes under the Ministry of Finance.
Ministry of Finance. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what about FCRA?
FCRA, sir, it comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me various forms of money laundering also?
Yes, sir. Within that, sir, we can also give the example of round tripping that has been done by the companies or the shell companies. And sir, one term that is known as advance transfer pricing. So I am not able to recollect the exact name. So this is again a case of money laundering.
Have you heard of base erosion and profit sharing?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So it is again that a company earn money from India and they shift their profit to any other jurisdiction in which they pay low tax. So in which they will give low tax to the India. In that point, sir, it is a loss to our country.
What are the various issues or roadblocks in having those free trade agreements?
With EU or UK?
Why are the negotiations being stuck with EU?
Sir, some issues are given that IPR. They are saying that IPR issue has not been regulated properly in our country. At the same time, sir, government of our country, they want to open the corridor for the people-to-people management from one country to second country. So basically, we want our skilled person can go to the EU. So that is again a point that they are not considering as of now. So these are some issues, sir.
Okay, thank you, Pushkal. That's it from my end.
Thank you, sir.
Pushkal, you have done mechanical engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is 3D printing?
So 3D printing is a principle in which we print. We want to design a kind of machine or anything on a computer. And then, sir, once we design that on computer, then take out that particular picture or particular design in a real world.
How does it work?
So it works because, sir, if we want to design a car, so first of all, we have to a kind of picture and design before us. So once we design it, then, sir, we can find out the layout.
Okay. Let us say I want to prevent iron from rusting. So what all do I add in iron to make sure it does not rust?
Sir, for that we have the process galvanization, in which we put some kind of coating on iron. Second, sir, comes the adding of nichrome and carbon in that.
Okay. Can you tell me from the quantum physics some fundamental particles of atom?
Yes, sir. The fundamental particles of atom are electrons, neutron, and proton, sir.
These are fundamental particles?
Yes, sir, these are.
Okay. Quarks, quasars?
Sir, yes. So you are asking about the quantum mechanics.
Okay, okay. Anyways, what is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle?
So that principle says that at a moment, in any kind of body, we cannot say that this is a wave or this is a particle. So that is a kind of uncertainty.
What is a black hole?
So black hole is a very big body which has having so much of gravity that it even attracts the light.
How are they formed?
So they are formed when very large star goes out of energy and sink under its gravity.
See, when it is black and it does not emit any light, then how is the imaging of black hole done? How are they confirmed that this is where a black hole is?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Okay. What is a gravitational wave?
Gravitational wave. Yes, sir. When two black holes or number of black holes merge with each other, so then the ripples come outside that are known as gravitational waves.
So they come out only when black holes merge?
Sir, I know only about it.
Okay, fine. Let's come to Uttar Pradesh. Compared to Western Uttar Pradesh, Eastern Uttar Pradesh, in terms of economic contribution, is comparatively less. So what are the factors which lead to more economic, let's say, contribution of the Western Uttar Pradesh?
So the factors comes from the manufacturing and service sector. So in Western UP, sir, we have some cities like Noida, Ghaziabad. So they are in the NCR region. So they took the benefit of investment in the service sector. And as we know, sir, service sector grow more rapidly in comparison to the agriculture sector. So that is first thing. Second, sir, the manufacturing part. So in Ghaziabad, in Aligarh, in Faizabad, so there are some cities, there have been some kind of manufacturing, but they are in the western part of UP, so they are near to the Delhi. So there is more connectivity, so they can export such items to that region, hence the productivity comes. But sir, eastern UP is more or less agricultural in basically most of the population engaged with the agriculture, and we could not give more kind of value addition to agriculture and other issues. That is why they are lagging in comparison to western UP.
Okay, you are interested in teaching, right? Recently, you would have heard that 𝐵EDU is firing or asking a lot of its staff to resign. Now, what are the factors that such edtechs are facing such stress that they have to force resign their people?
So the factor can be many. First of all, they are not getting that much remuneration that they invested in starting that business. Second, sir, people are not getting their ideas. Basically, sir, India is still, we have seen so many digital illiteracy. So people are not able to connect with them. Third, sir, that online teaching has gained traction during COVID time. But sir, we have improved a lot, and again, the things back to normal. So these are some of the factors, sir.
Okay, I would now pass it on to the chairperson for the final feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Based on what you have answered today, try to reframe your answers. Like you said a lot of things, but you were not able to define the crux of what you have got from your hobby. Your articulation is fine, there is no problem. There were no pauses or something, it is fine. And if you are confident, you should go for it. Okay? But try to structure your answers properly. Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.